Hello YouTube, this is Keith Kevin Kent. How you doing? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Time again for another knife of the day. This is brand new from Spyderco. By the way, I'm expecting 3 new knives from Spyderco in the next couple of days. Can't wait to share them with you. 3 interesting knives too, so can't wait to share those with you. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss those. But this one, I get excited about this. The new Spyderco is the Spyderco Astute. It's a brand new value folder from Spyderco. What I love about Spyderco, of course, you guys know I'm a big fan. Spyderco has a lot of variety of knives. They also do a lot of variations on existing knives. For instance, this year, they have already released, I'm in the middle of August 2020, horrible year, right? 2020. But in the 6 months, the first 6 months of 2020, Spyderco has released close to 60 new knives. But really, only 8 brand new knives. The others, close to 50, are variations on existing knives. Here's one of the new knives, and it's part of the value folder series. I'm a huge fan of the value folder series. These are the knives that Spyderco releases that are less expensive, inexpensive in a Spyderco way. Please don't give me a comment that Benchmade has a cheaper knife or, someone else. I know. But these value folders, they're also very important to me because that's how I started with Spyderco. They only had 4 value folders then, 4 different types, and they were small, little bigger than small, medium, and super large knives. And I started with those knives, and they got me hooked on Spyderco, of course, and I've had a lot of knives since. I still have about 40 value folders of all different sizes and colors and stuff since I'm part of the Spyderco club, and they're sprinkled throughout my apartment. Those are the users that I use all throughout my apartment. I just love these knives. They come sharp. They give you everything that Spyderco has. And over the past 2 years, about 2.5 years, Spyderco has been gradually expanding that value folder category. The Astute is the 9th value folder. So they've introduced 5 new value folders since the original 4. And I really like that. I tell people when they ask me how to get into knives, I know some people comment and says, it's 3 minutes in, you haven't talked about the knife. I'm going to. But people ask me, and younger people or people who want their kids to get into knife collecting, I usually say the value folders are everything. And now that they have so many varieties of these things, you could actually have a collection of value folders and have about 40 different knives. And listen, never spending more than $100 on a knife. In fact, most of them, like this one, is in the $40 range, $45 range. So let's talk about the Astute. One way that Spyderco keeps the price down is on the steel that they use. Now, these are Chinese-made knives. That's how they keep the price down. The steel, most of the value folder knives have 8 CRL, 3 MOV steel. One day, I'm going to do a very controversial video on steel. I love good steel. I love to talk to you about all those super steels. Look, I'm 61 years old. I grew up and I never knew what steel was on a knife until I started collecting 6 years ago. Okay? Most of us have steak knives and other knives at home and don't know what the steel is. They cut, they're sharp. This comes sharp out of the box. It's inexpensive though because of this steel. Decent stainless steel. It won't rust on you. It's easy to sharpen. Good steel. Drop point blade, full flat ground. So you get everything that Spyderco is usually known for. Full flat ground. I call this kind of a skinny leaf shape that Spyderco is well known for. And of course, you get that hole. I like the profile of this knife. This is a small knife. It does disappear in your pocket. I love the profile. It doesn't have the big swooping Spidey hole because they cut into the scale and the liner so you can have access to it that way. So the profile is a little thinner. Like I said, it's a thin, smaller knife. I'm going to compare it to the Delica and the Native at the end of this, and you'll see the size of this thing. It's a really nice knife. And again, I say small, but it carries a 3-inch blade. Just a really nice size for EDC knife. What I also like about these value folders, a lot of people who like to switch out scales and modify the blades and do all of those things. I'm not that person, but I love seeing the creativity that people have on Instagram and YouTube when they do it. They usually test it out on these value folders because you mess it up, you haven't lost a $200 knife or so. 3-inch blade, 6.9 inches total in length, and it weighs 2.6 ounces. Again, small. That's pretty light, 2.6 ounces, especially since they have full stainless steel liners, not skeletonized. So it gives you that little bit of weight. Not a lot, but a little bit of weight. I like a little bit of heftiness when you have a knife in your hands, right? Just enough. Black G10 scales. Little liner. What am I saying? Lanyard hole. It is a a liner lock. It is a liner lock on the inside. It's lined up nice. Everything you expect from a Spyderco you get with these value folders. They're inexpensive according to the Spyderco lineup, but still the fit and finish and all of those things that you come to expect from Spyderco is there. See-through construction, easy to clean. No, they're not going to give you a fancy clip. That's how they cut down on the cost of these knives. So you get that standard Spyderco clip. Again, even with this clip, it's only 2.6 ounces. It's a 4-way clip, which means you can carry it left hand, right hand, tip up, tip down. If you're new to knives, this is a great kind of knife for you to test out what you prefer. I like tip up, but I'll tell you, if there's a great knife, I don't care if it's tip up or tip down. But I prefer tip up, and I'm right-handed. But this is a way for you to test. 4-way clip. Just a really nice knife. The knife of the day, Spyderco has released a brand new value folder to add to their ever-growing line of value folders. This is the Spyderco Astute, one of 9 value folders now. They have really been quietly building up that lineup of value folders. Compare it with the Spyderco Native. And the Delica. And you can get a better sense of that knife. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned collector of Spyderco, I think the Astute is a nice, handy knife to have. Easy in your pocket, easy on your wallet, good EDC knife. That's it. That's the knife of the day. New knives coming later on this week. Don't forget to check me out on my Instagram. You can see everything that comes in through the door with my knife collection. That's just like the YouTube at Keith Kevin Ken. I appreciate all of you guys. Take good care of yourselves. It's hot out there this summer of 2020 in more ways than one. So keep yourself cool, but more important, keep you and your family safe. All right? I appreciate all of you. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.